Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining this section. Today, I will be providing very useful information in terms of tips on how to kickstart a new product discovery. Um, in this section, you guys will learn, some of the the preconditions to start a new digital product discovery. So there are step by steps that you have to follow, and one of the steps is to first identify the problem statement, and also identify or craft your vision, and also craft your mission as well. Vision, mission, and from there you start with defining your strategy. So now there are there are tips that I put together for viewers to learn. This is free, and but the big question is, do you have the product managerial skills needed? Because starting a new uh, digital product discovery is an exciting and a critical phase in the product development. And during this section, I want to provide some key steps and tips to kickstart this process effectively. So, starting with the tips. Tips number one: you need to first define the problem and objectives. So basically, you need to clarify the problem. Begin by identifying the problem you're aiming, and concise problem statement. This is very important in every project, because you need to make sure that you identify your problem statement, and also you have a clear and concise objectives. You need to set your objectives, establish what success looks like by setting measurable goals. This could be include your metrics, and user engagements, impressions, actions, customer acquisitions, um, um, clicks, actions, behavior. Depends on how you want to measure your KPIs. You need to kind of define all these KPIs on set. This will help you to kind of provide a better enhancements to your um, you know to your product. So after that, as a product manager, or a senior product manager, or a principal product manager, or VP or product, or head of product, you need to this the second step, the tip number two, is to conduct marketing research. You need to identify your target audience. This is very crucial. Understand what your ideal customers want. Who are your customers, and what the pain points? What's their pain points? Understand their pain points. And how this, because your product needs to solve their problem, right? And also, after you gather the quantitative and qualitative, you gather your both your quantitative and qualitative analysis, gather all this research. You need to analyze, look into the existing solution, or whatever product that is out there. See how you want to make it better, right? And all these gaps. That's what you're gonna factor into your own product. Tip number three is to conduct user research and personnels. Your user research, basically, you need to talk to potential users. Do a lot of either interviews or survey, or whatever techniques that you want to use, right? Putting that into action, and make sure that you gather user feedback from your customer base, and create personals. Develop user personals to represent your key customer segments. This will help you to focus on the product or the real user needs. It's very important. Number four is, you need to identify your stakeholders, get alignment with them, engage with your stakeholders early. This is very important. The business owners, the developers, the marketing team, or the HR, you need to engage with them early. Make sure you get alignment, and make sure you understand their vision, their goal. Is very important. Before you start any development work, I think it's very important to kind of make sure you understand their pain point from a stakeholder's perspective. And also, you need to define the roles and responsibilities. Make sure everyone understand their roles in the product discovery process. During the discovery process, we usually make sure that all the key stakeholders from different departments, they understand their roles, especially if the product is going to touch a lot of departments. So identifying all these key stakeholders, and also for them to understand their key roles, they can be able to factor these all this into their own planning, because each team have their own goals, they have their own planning, they have their own priorities every quarter, and they can so that they can be able to help you to plan and prioritize your project. Then number five is to develop hypotheses and value proposition. You need to formulate your hypothesis based on research, and based on your divine hypothesis about what features or functionality will solve user problem. You can conduct an A/B test, basically to run experimentation, and to see, the outcome of the experimentation. Example: if you have a website you want to build, you can run a A/B test on having build the two different websites, and use one content, maybe less content or a lot of content on the other B or AB. You have a lot of images on the A, and you have less images on B. So, and push it out to 50-50 customer base. 50% customer will see the A, and 50% B will see another 50%. So see what's going to happen, right? And once you get all this data, then you can make your own decision. So this will help you to articulate the value proposition, and also the value this product will deliver to your customers. And this is why it's very important to kind of develop hypothesis and value proposition. Now, the next step is, which is number six, is to start your design early, prototype and validate. Create a low fidelity prototype. This is best practice. This is not high fidelity. Kind of prototypes to see how the wireframe is going to look like. The user journey is going to look like from start to end, right? And also, make sure that you validate all your assumptions, right? If this feature, if a user click on this, what are the features just to make sure to have a deep analysis with the solution architect, and also some SMEs within your department, and make sure you get feedback, right? Doing analysis of this prototype. And next, which is number seven, you need to define your minimum viable product. You have a lot of features you want to build, but all these features, they can't go into one iteration, right? Prioritize your features, identify the core features needed to solve the primary problem and achieve the set objectives. Plan for iteration, focus on delivery a basic but functional visions. First, with a roadmap for future enhancement based on your user feedback. So you need to have your roadmap and you need to prioritize your features. So what are the features that's going to meet the most valuable product, right? Features that will start giving you money, or maybe you want to build a feature that you want to use as a trial mode, right? It now depends on the strategy. It depends on your goal, right? Do you want to start making money from day one when your customers start using it, or do you want to, put it out there for trial mode, so that you can be able to get more traffic before you start making money? It depends on your strategy. It depends on your product strategy, and depends on the goal of your organization. But it's very crucial for you to define your minimum viable product. The next, tip is for technical visibility assessment. Make sure you create a high-level plan, lay out the key milestones, phases, and timeline for development. Build in flexibility, allow room for changes based on ongoing user feedback and testing results. So, technical accessibility is very important during product discovery. Work with your solution architect, work with your engineers, let them give you feedback what is durable, what is not durable from the back end, and how it's going to point to the front end. Might be a lot of APIs that's going to point to a lot of screens on the client side. And also maybe there's a testing strategy that the customer wants, and how to test it is very crucial. So your engineers will tell you kind of a strategy they have to put in place. And finally, you need to document and communicate. Communicate every findings and make sure any decisions, and make sure you have a communication plan with your customer. During the discovery, this is very all these 10 tips are very important. If you are a product manager or you want to start, product managerial, you want to jump into product managerial phase. These are all the tips that I put together that is going to help you to kickstart. Either you are a senior product manager, or either you're a principal product manager, either you're head of VP, or either you're executive. It's very important to follow all these steps. I've been using this step for over 15 years, and this is the it has changed a lot in every organizations I've worked with. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you gain from this. And if you need any support in terms of mentorship and in terms of strategy to put in place in every product from start to end, from initiation to post implementation, please reach out to me, and we can work things out. And you definitely see my email, and you can follow up from there. Thank you for watching, and have a blessed day. Bye for now.